Everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Using my runic tarot for this reading, which means it'll be something a little bit dark. I am suggesting that you use your discretion here, entertainment only. And I did find when I was doing a little bit of research, into my research literally is about two lines, a quick scan of a reputable news article. I just felt really uncomfortable in regards to what the messaging that my boys were giving me. So if you haven't seen it already, Marianne at Revealing Light Tarot did a fabulous reading yesterday on the meeting between Trump and Netanyahu. And I'm just going to recommend that you sign up for BEAU of the fifth column, because I think things are going to get really wild, and he is incredibly good at very short videos giving a detailed analysis of what is actually happening. So what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, if I'm looking this way, that's because this is where my notes are. The meeting between Netanyahu and Trump, remembering that the meeting between Orban from Hungary and Trump took place before Joe stepped aside, whereas the Netanyahu-Trump meeting was after Joe had stepped aside and passed the baton to Kamala. I want to have a look at that, but I also then want to have a look at the supposed, allegedly Hezbollah attack on Israel that ended up in the deaths of 12 youths. Hezbollah has come out and denied it was them. I'm getting some very uncomfortable vibes about that, about the actual attack, and I'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, but first of all, the moon card and some contracts and agreements that were made, secrets that are being hidden that need to be brought to the surface and revealed in this battle between good and evil, and contracts and agreements that were made. But I'm going to first ask about Netanyahu's meeting with Donald Trump. Was Netanyahu's meeting with Donald Trump, what was it about? Was it to get dirt on Kamala? Was it to get dirt on Kamala? No, I'm feeling, well, yes, but not. Okay. Was it a meeting about how to cause chaos? Oh, I'm feeling really uncomfortable. Here's the meeting, the planning, the decisions being made. Okay, what I'm going to go, if you hear my voice, let me know. If the gruff one's Meister, the gently spoken male voice is Narin, and the sassy female voice is Suchin. I'm going, okay, right, okay, where am I going with this, guys? What was the meeting between Trump and Netanyahu about? I'm getting a feeling what it is. Was the meeting between Trump and Netanyahu about? So here's the meeting itself. This is the card that fell out. Plans underway. Planning. Okay. Challenged by the Seven of Swords. I really feel like bursting into tears. I feel this was a false flag hit. This is about breaking into what seems like a secure camp, stealing, lying, betrayal, deceit. This is the challenge, and this is what I really feel the meeting was about. How can we cause chaos? How can we, Without saying it directly, I think you guys get what I mean. It's the same sort of feels of the attack at the music festival. Going on 8-9 months ago. It's got the same feels. Planning about I'm just going to say a self-attack. Okay, let's see where it goes. On the foundation, we've got the Hanged Man, because their previous, they had to look at things from a different point of view because their previous plan has changed with Joe passing the baton over to Kamala, is at the foundation there. So looking at a different way to bring on, and I'm going to say he's got a sword in one hand and an axe in the other. A different plan, because the previous one has stalled. In the past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's changing, karma, destiny, but fortune's changing. Crowning this reading, the Hierophant. Governments. Oh boy, the Israeli government, or just even Netanyahu by himself, and Trump setting themselves up as gods of the government. I'm just going to put it out there. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting. The crowning over the reading, setting themselves up as untouchable gods of the government. Pardon me. Immediate future. We've got a defiant message coming forward, pushing back. Externally, Trump and Netanyahu, this is very much about the youth getting behind Kamala, but this is also in Israel, the youth pushing back. But externally, for Netanyahu and Trump, the emperor energy, my way or the highway dictatorship, you will do what I'm told. Internally, the Six of Cups, because they want to go back to how it was, or how they perceive it was. Perhaps going back to Trump being the emperor. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. They want to go back to Trump being the emperor. Goodness me. Hopes and fears, judgment, a collective awakening, a realization as what's happened is investigated, the outcome, absolute disregard, corrupt disregard for human life, indolence about the cost of human life, going to find themselves entrapped by the information that comes forward about their absolute disregard, thinking that they've got it in the bag, because there is a hidden agenda and secrets that need to come forward in the form of justice. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And when it's going to come forward very quickly, and we've got here, they're going to find themselves having to surrender their version of the truth at the point of the sword. Emotional, overwhelming and cleansing, a new beginning, a whistleblower coming forward, and the Chariot moving on into this Biden-Harris administration, positive leadership energy. I'm actually feeling really uncomfortable about this. I'm just looking at what's on the bottom. If I go what's on the bottom, really powerful message coming forward that will lead to some sort of prosecution of the King of Pentacles as they tried to hold on to what was really important and burnt the rest. There's defiance here, but the messaging is undeniable. Three of Swords, betrayal, heartbreak, loss, despair. Nine of Swords, that's going to bring down the leadership, and then we have a return to balance. I'm just going to put it out there. I think you guys, without me saying it really blatantly and risking the senses, what I'm really getting is the feel, and the cards are reinforcing it, is that Netanyahu, in whatever way he is in some way behind this false flag attack that is supposedly from the Iranian-based Hezbollah. They've denied it. Now, to be honest, if the Hezbollah were involved, they'd say, "We did it." They wouldn't be saying, "No, it wasn't us." What's happened is that Israel then launched drones into southern Lebanon because that is the Hezbollah base, killing two, I believe, trying to. It really feels like Netanyahu was trying to force another war front because he's losing the war of public opinion with attacking the Palestinians and Hamas, is what I'm really feeling. Am I right with this, guys? Am I right with this vibe? Is Netanyahu trying to force a new war front? Goodness me. Because you've got to remember that the attack against Palestinians was brought about by the music concert attack, of which none of them were Palestinians, according to observers, independent observers, people that were there. And my reading forever ago, as soon as that happened, I came up that Netanyahu was partially behind it. Oh boy, this is just ugly, 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 ugly. Is Netanyahu trying to create another war front because he's losing the war of public opinion in regards to the Palestinians? Goodness. The Chariot, well, aside from being a yes card, it is about moving forward, bringing forward. It is a yes, absolutely a yes. Page of Pentacles, the claim of protection, the Hermit because he's feeling isolated. Goodness me. Three of Cups. He has support in this, but they're going to find themselves entrapped by the messaging, and I'm going to say strung up when the inflammatory truth comes forward. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm just looking at the cards coming up. I think things are going to come out really quickly about Seven of Pentacles, about who was behind this for monetary reasons, perhaps. We've got the Seven of Cups, poor choices. But we've got to return to temperance as the leader is disposed of. Yeah, okay. Just feel incredibly uncomfortable about the visions that I'm seeing and the information that my boys are telling me. Is Trump party to this? Is this a plan? Timing was interesting, wasn't it? Is this a plan that Trump agreed upon? What have I got there? Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Contracts and agreements, the magician, the manifestation. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Is this a plan that Trump agreed upon to try and undermine Biden and Harris? Is this... Come on down, let's have a look. Yeah, the death card. can be significant, ending, new beginning, but I'm just seeing, yeah, the bringer of death. Oh, goodness sake. The bringer of death, the creator of deaths, the Two of Pentacles. It is about juggling protection, juggling a decision that needs to be made about what shit to bring in. There is a path of good. There's also a path of not good. This is challenging it. This is very much about sitting back and not making the decision, about protections. Here's my Russia, Saudi, Iran, you name it card at the foundation there, the Empress. The Russians will be having their little 2 cents worth in there. In the past, wanting to go back to a Trump presidency, crowning this, reading the Ten of Wands, planting the seeds, under burden, but planting the seeds. I'm going to say planting the seeds for the future. This is what he did. There was a contract and agreement that was made. You do this, I'll do that. 3 parties working under cover of darkness for not good. Goodness me. Internally, trying to keep the messaging within themselves, but they may find themselves trapped by messages, hopes and fears, having to defend themselves with the Seven of Wands as the lightning's brought down. 6 of Pentacles. I'm just going to say discarding and then closing the ranks. Here, tossing out and closing the ranks. The Emperor. The Knight of Cups, the false knight, bringing forward an offer. Knight of Pentacles, mercenary actions. King of Wands, setting fire to it all, bringing forward a powerful new message. An inflammatory, new boundaries being set up here. 9 of Wands, and then King of Swords. I am getting a very big yes. King of Swords, moving forward and bringing this to an end. Moving forward with the truth and bringing this to an end. We have the Homeland Security, Homeland Information, and the investigation of the devil, bringing it forth. The stealing, the betrayal, the win at any cost of the devil. Strength being brought forward, big strength in exposing the lies, betrayal, deceit, as we have the Star card, hope, healing, and messaging, and powerful new messaging and justice that's going to bring about downfall and then new beginning. I don't think you guys need me to spell it out, but I'm really getting that there was an agreement that was made. You do this for me. When I get in, I'll do this for you, to try and undermine the Biden-Harris administration, moving on to Harris herself as she lines up for the presidency. I'm really feeling, I'm seeing the image. Cash Peters did a reading the other day, a week or so ago, that showed a really dark period for Harris, and then the light breaking forth before the actual election. I'm just going to say there are dubious actions being taken here by Netanyahu and Trump, with agreements of some others that are not above board. And I'm going to say I really feel just like the music festival, that to some degree this is a false flag self-infliction to undermine the elections, the democratic elections in the US. I feel very, very uncomfortable about this. I shall let you go. Love to you all. Let's see how it plays. Take care.